So when we last saw our princess heroes, Twilight had dramatically gasped. And the reason was because she learned that the plan to prevent their alicorn magic from falling into the hands of the evil Tirek was to get rid of it.
But that's where we hit a twist.
I'm more than willing to do my part and give up my magic.
You misunderstand. Our magic cannot just disappear into thin air. Some pony must keep it safe.
You, Twilight? Why me?
We do not believe that Tirek is aware that a fourth alicorn princess exists in Equestria.
You represent the element of magic. If there's any pony who can do this, it's you.
So Twilight does have value as the fourth princess. Always nice to see how quickly these things become clear when the chips are down.
With the help of my friends?
I'm sorry, Princess Twilight, but you must keep your new abilities a secret. I fear that your friends being aware of your new power could put them at great risk.
It doesn't amount to anything, alright? It's just to play up the whole responsibility thing. Let it go.
Alright, fine. So how would Tirek even know about the third alicorn princess? I mean, we know that Cadance is about the same age as Twilight told her brother, her husband, so Tirek was long gone before she came along. I mean, unless he reads the Twilight newspaper, there's no... So the princesses go through with it and charge Twilight up with more power than she can even contain. She then heads home to Spike and pretends that business as usual.
In that case, I'm going back to bed. Sun's not up, and neither am I.
The sun should be up by now!
The princesses really didn't plan this out very well, did they? In fact, by now, you really do feel the weight of the situation. Tirek and Discord are holding most of the cards, there's pretty much nowhere to hide, and attacking them accomplishes nothing since they'll just add your strength to theirs. Speaking of which...
Shining armor? Why, whatever are you doing here?
Back off, traitor.
The only one Discord betrayed was himself.
How could you do this?
Well, I guess with stakes this high, I can hardly blame them for not pretending that shining armor is important. Tirek is naturally enraged to find the magic missing, but he's hardly letting it slow him down.
Gods to Cerberus. Soon every Pegasus, unicorn, and earth pony will bow to my will.
You meant our will, didn't you?
Of course. Here, I want you to have something. This was given to me by someone very close to me. I give it to you as a sign of my gratitude and loyalty.
Oh my, I do love a good accessory.
There is a fourth, and you did not tell me this?
I just needed some assurance that you truly considered this a team effort. And now I have it.
Oh, naivete, thy name is Discord.
Yeah, and since Discord's known for a full season about Twilight's promotion, that's something else you wonder why the princesses didn't plan for.
What do you care? So with a friendly hand around the throat, the two set off for Ponyville, where we finally get to the real betrayal in all of this.
You're back! Did you bring the cucumber sandwiches?
I did. I imagine they'll be your last decent meal for quite some time. Ta-ta!
Why are you doing this? I thought we were friends.
Oh, we were, but Tirek offered me so much more than just tea parties. Surely you saw this coming?
I didn't. I really didn't.
Wow, great acting from Andrea Libman there. Those few seconds right there really get across how personally stabbed in the back Fluttershy feels. Even Discord can't help showing a little regret.
Oh, it's about to become more than just a little.
You helped me grow strong. And now you are no longer of any use to me.
Ha! Discord has the power to warp all reality, pal. Blow him up 100 times, he'll just snap his fingers and... You caught him off guard.
Oh, but you said this was a sign of your gratitude and loyalty. A gift from someone close to you.
My brother who betrayed me. It is as worthless as he is.
And what does the formerly most powerful foe of the main six have to say, now that he's doomed himself and everyone he's ever cared about?
Surely you saw this coming.
I didn't. I truly didn't.
Yeesh, horribly just desserts. So meanwhile, Twilight is practicing with her new magic and still finding herself less than capable. But guess who comes to dinner?
You're going to give me what I want.
Hey. And with that, it would seem all bets are off and Twilight's ready to go now.
It appears we are at an impasse. How about a trade, Princess Twilight?
So the fight turns out to be kind of pointless, since Tirek remembered that he could just use Twilight's friends as a bartering tool.
Hey, hold on. What do you mean it was pointless?
Well, why did Tirek even bother when he could have just traded for it in the first place? What did that do other than fill time?
Are you kidding me? It established that either of them needed to bother with the trade. I mean, why would Tirek start throwing in bonuses for giving him your power if he could just take it like he always does? I mean, he's not exactly the type to ask nicely. And why would Twilight give up her power and by extent all of Equestria if she could just beat him back to Tartarus and then free her friends? I mean, you don't put cards as big as those two on the table and then pretend they're not relevant. That's not good storytelling.
Right. Well, anyway, the friends try to tell Twilight that they aren't worth it.
Oh, but you are Fluttershy. You're the pony who taught me that friendship is magic. I had magic and friendship, and now I don't have either.
Enough! I want an answer.
Jeez, that's tough. I mean, considering that Tirek would still rule their lives afterwards, there's really not much to make her think that accepting this offer is a good idea.
Nothing except this.
I will give you my magic. In exchange for my friends.
And in the ultimate example of being the bigger friend, she demands Discord's release as well.
Thank you, Twilight.
Payoff can be a beautiful thing.
Your turn.
And the payoff doesn't stop there. Discord gives Twilight Scorpan's medallion, which they think might be the final key they need.
Oh, I wonder.
Together. I think we have to do this together.
Oh wait, you might not want to watch this part.
What?
Trust me, just hurry and look away.
Why? What are you talking about?
Well, it's just, the effect can really be hurt a bit if you actually see their...
Oh.
Yeah.
Still a pretty cool scene.
Yeah. Still pretty cool.
How is this possible? You have no magic.
You're wrong, Tirek. I may have given you my alicorn magic, but I carry within me the most powerful magic of all.
Yes, it turns out that the friendship which can overcome trials such as these really is stronger than anything. And with that, what more is there to do but return everyone's magic and throw in another Derpy cameo?
But wait, we're not done yet. This is so special that it even causes Rarity's lower jaw to fall off.
Sweet Celestia!
I suspect it was because she took Celestia's name in vain.
You've been wondering what you are meant to do as a princess. Do you know now?
As princess, I believe I have the power to spread the magic of friendship across Equestria.
You are now Twilight Sparkle, the princess of friendship.
Well, if you're gonna treat it like your religion anyway, it may as well be your job. And heck, that definitely sets the stage for some great potential stories in the future.
Though the odds are that it won't include Discord in full capacity.
Wait, we're ending with a happy celebration song? Oh man, I'm a sucker for these.
Each one of us has something special that makes us different, that makes us rare. Let the rainbow remind you that together we will always shine. Let the rainbow remind you that forever this will be our time. Let the rainbow remind you that together we will always shine.
Whew. I have to admit, Director, you were right. That was really something.
I actually find that it's a bit overrated.
Say what?
Well, sure, the fight scene is cool, but I think people let stuff like that define the entire episode. The cutie marks disappearing calls some of the continuity into question, and the story resorts to some lazy shortcuts, like the exposition dump of Tirek's backstory. There's a lot that it rushes through to get to the action, and while it's a very good episode, I do think that it's put a noticeable dent in it.
So what was with all the build-up?
I just thought it might have the same effect on you as it did on pretty much all of the bronies. But yeah, I can understand if you think it's a bit overrated.
The hell it is! Where the last couple two-parters seem to really be thinking hard about how to spread their ideas across the runtime, this one is practically bursting at the seams with inspired ideas. Twilight's growth, the Elements of Harmony subplot, a Palpatine-type villain who can gradually raise the stakes to the highest they've ever been, Discord finally brought full circle, it's all some of the most investing stuff we've ever had. It's so much that the episode doesn't even try to get fancy and put special emphasis on certain aspects, instead giving all of them just as much screen time as they need to tie in and add to the effect, no more. And granted, sometimes that leaves scenes feeling a little too brief. For example, after all the build-up Shining Armor's had to what a great guy he is, you'd think he'd have something a little stronger to go out with than, how could you do this? But it all amounts to a conflict so tense, personal, and gratifying that it blows right past the quality of the last couple two-parters and goes straight to the big three from the first two seasons. And starts beating them. Is it better than Friendship is Magic? Yes. They might be even in their pacing and story structure, but Friendship is Magic underperformed on a couple scenes in Part 2, while this only keeps getting more awesome. Is it better than Return of Harmony? Yes. They both pack plenty of visual power and creativity to go around, but that aforementioned pacing really shows the difference. The battle to defeat Discord in Return of Harmony was actually two somewhat disconnected battles, neither of which ever seriously challenged their respective winners. The conflict against Tirek just keeps on escalating, raising the stakes and putting Twilight to the test in ways that clearly make it the weightier, more exciting, and more satisfying story. Is it better than A Canterlot Wedding, my running favorite two-parter and possibly episode in the entire series? That is a tough one. That is a really, really tough one. But either way, this episode is a scale tipper. This is exactly the kind of story I wasn't sure this show could pull off anymore, in that it's not quite like any story we've already seen from it. It manages to be its own unique outing, just as organic and as good as anything that came before, and it earns Season 4 its right to stand alongside the first two.
So the show's back on track for you?
100%.
And you're looking forward to Season 5?
Sure, with the momentum they've built, I'd love to see them keep it going.
Well, you know what that means, don't you?
What?
Well, you like the show, you know it through and through, and now you finally stand alongside the fans eager to see what comes next. You've paid your dues. It's time for you to join the herd. Sure you can! Come on!
I mean, I could. Heck, we'd probably all have some fun with it. But it's kinda too late for that. That's not really why anyone shows up in the first place. It's one thing if I appreciate it, but it's another to start looking at it like a fan and not just a critic. It's the same reason Oscar the Grouch can't ever be nice, or Vegeta can't ever stop trying to pass up Goku. It's where they fit in. And if I'm gonna be back for Season 5, I have to remember where I fit in. As the show's most affectionate, Non-Brony.
Well, what if it becomes so much better that it reaches a whole new level? What if...
It shouldn't have to go to some whole new level to make me happy. It's doing great as it is.
Well, could you at least stop calling your show Non-Brony Reviews? It's kind of confrontational.
I'll think about it.
Fine. Well, I guess that's your choice. I'll just be on my way.
Happy trails, Director.
Same to you.
Well, it looks like we're just getting started. So to everyone who stuck with me over the months, my sincerest thanks, and here's to days to come.
Keeps going at this rate, who knows, you know.
If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to me and the director, whose channel can be found right here. If you didn't, send it to somebody you don't like, other than me I mean, because obviously I've already seen it. And if you'd like to watch another video in this series, click here. Otherwise, just don't forget to send me your Friendship is Magic videos and fan art for Viewer Appreciation Corner, and I'll see you next time.